After your work's been scheduled, you're probably going to want to see what got done in the field. And there's a few places you can go to depending on what you're looking to do. If you're just looking at a specific job, there's a couple of neat areas on the job screen. First of all, you can open the job and go to the review panel just to see where you're at this job up to date. It'll show you the estimated hours for the job, for each activity on the job, and down here I'll give you a link to every single timesheet that ever touched that job in the job's history. There's even a better way of getting job history though, especially if you're looking at a lot of tasks. Open a job where you've done some work and go to the history column at the bottom. Here you're going to pick which task you want to view the history for. So if I wanted to see the history for this job, snow plowing and salting, I'm going to click the info button. On the left side, it'll give me a date for every single time I had a crew touch this job. The middle is going to show the date, the name, supervisor or foreman that completed the work, their comments, and maybe even the weather. In this case, it's a snow job, so I've had the crews track the weather. On the right-hand side, it'll show any activities and any quantities that were ticked off during that visit. You can also look at the schedule tab if you've been using the schedule. So here I can go schedule, and for this job, if I click details, it's going to show me every detailed schedule that I ever did, when it was scheduled, when it was completed, what foreman completed it, and any other viable information here. That's handy if you're looking at a job and you just want to see on-screen stuff. But I can also go to my schedule tab if I want to look at what was completed on the schedule. On the daily whiteboard, anything with a check mark is noted as complete, but that's a slow way of looking at stuff and whether it got completed. You probably want to use the schedule review screen. Here you can do things like pick what you want to look at, like what work's overdue, what is about to be done, what's still scheduled, what's been skipped, so what is the administrators marked as skipped for whatever reason, and what work's been completed. So for instance, I could say, show me what's completed. I could pick a visit type, like show me all my mowing that have been completed. And then I could pick a date range. So show me from, say, March 1st through to April 30th. And I'd get a printout of all the different jobs where mowing was completed, the date it was completed, and which crew and foreman completed them. Down at the bottom, you can print this if you want a printed report. Now, you can also generate reports on a variety of different things to show you information like this. So under the reports, you could go to jobs, for example, and there are a number of different job reports that'll print what kind of work was completed, either hours or activities or combinations of both. Some have pricing, some have not. So you can play around with the reports here to find the one that gives you the data in the layout you're looking. If it's billable work, so if it's activities that you've flagged as billable, or it's tasks that you flagged as billed by the hour, you can run the job billing report or activity billing summary, or even activities by task billing to get a printout of what needs to be billed for each job in a certain date range. Now that's only going to be useful for stuff where you have set up billable activities or you do work by the hour. There's another report here called scheduling. And the scheduling, for instance, will show you the job schedule. So you can grab a whole job group. So for example, show me all my maintenance jobs, and then click OK. And it'll print out all the different work that's been done on all the jobs that belong to that job schedule group.